What happens after we die? A question that has haunted humanity for centuries. From scientific experiments to spiritual experiences, the mysteries of death continue to be explored. But do we truly understand what happens when the heart stops beating? In this video, we will explore death from all perspectives, from biology to spirituality, from mystical beliefs to personal experiences, and we'll dive deep into scientific theories and the unknowns that continue to baffle experts. Chapter 1: The biological process of death. When death occurs, it begins with the stopping of the heart. Without blood flow, our brain cells die within minutes. But what happens after that? The body enters a state of shutdown. Muscles stiffen, blood starts pooling, and the cells decompose. Within hours, our body begins to break down. It's a cold, mechanical process that leads to complete decomposition. But is that the end? Or is there more to it? Let's dig deeper. Chapter 2: Near-Death Experiences, NDEs. People who have died and been revived often speak of experiences that defy logic. Out-of-body experiences, tunnels of light, and encounters with deceased loved ones. These are known as near-death experiences or NDEs. The question is, are these experiences simply the brain's last moments of activity, or are they a glimpse into an afterlife? While scientists argue they are nothing more than biological phenomena, many believe these experiences prove that consciousness survives after death. The spiritual community believes these are signs of an eternal soul's journey. Chapter 3: Religious Views on Death. Let's take a look at the most common religious views on death. 1. In Islam, death is a passage to the afterlife, where the soul is judged and either sent to paradise or hell. 2. Christianity speaks of an eternal life where the soul either ascends to heaven or descends to hell based on one's faith and actions. 3. Hinduism believes in reincarnation. Death is a transition and the soul is reborn into a new form based on karma. 4. Buddhism also believes in reincarnation, but the ultimate goal is nirvana, the end of suffering and the cycle of birth and rebirth. Chapter 4: Quantum Theory and Consciousness. Some scientists believe that consciousness is not simply produced by the brain. It may be a fundamental property of the universe, connected to the very fabric of reality. The quantum theory of consciousness suggests that the brain could tap into quantum processes, possibly linking our mind to the universe in ways we don't yet understand. Could consciousness survive death as a form of energy? This is where science meets spirituality and the lines begin to blur. Chapter 5: The Mystical and Ancient Views on Death. Ancient civilizations like the Egyptians believed that death was a journey to the afterlife, where the soul would be judged by Osiris, the god of the dead. If the heart was lighter than a feather, the soul entered paradise. The Tibetan Book of the Dead describes how souls journey through the bardo, the space between life and death, before reincarnating. These ancient texts provide a roadmap for navigating the afterlife, guiding the soul to peace and liberation. Chapter 6: What Modern Science Can't Explain. Despite years of research, there are still unanswered questions about death. Why do some people experience profound spiritual encounters or visitations from deceased loved ones? How do we explain out-of-body experiences? Could consciousness actually survive beyond physical death? Science continues to probe the mystery of life after death, but there are still many unknowns. Chapter 7: Rebirth, Eternal Rest, or Afterlife. So, what really happens after we die? Is it rebirth, where our souls are reborn into new bodies? Is it eternal rest, where our consciousness ceases entirely? Or do we enter a higher state of existence like heaven or nirvana? The answer might be a combination of all these concepts, or it might be something entirely beyond our comprehension. Conclusion. The truth about what happens after death may never be fully revealed, but that mystery is what keeps us searching, questioning, and exploring the unknown. One thing is for sure, no matter what happens after death, it's up to us to live fully while we're alive, to love, to learn, and to embrace the mystery with an open heart. Subscribe for more mysteries uncovered.